Hey guys, it's Adrian. Good morning if you're here on the West Coast. Good afternoon if you are on the East Coast. We've had a great day today. The morning started off with some chops, with some opening gaps that weren't fantastic, didn't really follow through very much, but we had a couple that did. A couple that I focused on, unfortunately, got just about to the profit objective and then reversed, and they were automated trades, so they wound up stopping me at a break even. Boo, but that's life, right? We had a market that this morning looked like it wanted to make a move lower. And as a matter of fact, it looked like it wanted to make a pretty substantial move lower, but didn't. Opened up just down a little bit and then started tracking higher and did this nice, geometric climb up into the day. That was great and gave us lots of reason to start focusing on where we want to go on retracements. What do we want to do on retracements? On the triple Qs, I'm looking at a 461.30-ish level. So if it comes back down into this level from above, which I'm hoping it's going to do down in here somewhere, then what I was really looking for was a pop to the upside again and maybe a profit objective right around that 463.20 level. Those are going to be on the future side of things. I'm not going to focus on those on the triple Q, of course. I prefer to trade futures on the indices and trade the equities directly. So let's get to the equities. Here they are, lots to talk about today. We've got things that are trading just perfectly as far as trading in the box goes. We've got NVIDIA did the same move that the market did, obviously overall up and then back down again. I've got the first level that I was focusing on with the guys in the room, 107.59. John Conforti, you pulled it off. You got some good trades off today. Do not overtrade, my friend. You are in the box and you're doing well. So just look for the opportunities when they're there. The next one I think is going to be up here with a retracement down to 108.25 and then a move back up into that 109.20 area. Keep an eye on all of this stuff out here. You can see that there's lots and lots of thick volume by price. The clusters are forming in that entire range. So everything from 107.59 up to 109.19 right now is sort of fair game. And when it gets up above there, the way it is right now, we've got some air right there that says, might have an easy time getting up into the highs of the day, retesting that 109.94 level. But the game plan here is a 108.25 retracement right now. If it stays up above here, if it stays in the upper part of the range and manages to start bouncing around, we'll look for a 109.19 threshold. That'll get us right up above this volume by price, and it will always also have us respectful and mindful of that VWAP. Then on Meta, I'm looking for a move back down. It would have to get back down into, 514.34 up to the central pivot. That's a fair trade. 514.34 up to 515.29, almost a buck on that one. If it gets down to 513.04, that's the one that I like better. So that comes down, gets right on top of the anchored VWAP. Also sitting on top of a bunch of volume by price. But again, you can see the whole range today is very, very thick. There's no cluster that's emerging as being dominant. So that says we've got some opportunities there if it gets in, but it's going to be some slow trading trying to get up through there. On Google, this is the sole short right now. If it gets up to 159, let's say 159 even or 159.05, 07 in that range, going to have to watch a little bit of the price action there. I love it. On the short side, 159.07 down to 158.30 with a stop at 158.77. If it gets down into 158.77, it's definitely going to pause. If it pauses in there and it doesn't look like it's going to break through, I will just take it off and be happy that I have it. Microsoft, 408.78. So we are actually right now at that threshold level. You can see that we got the dip down to the anchored VWAP. That anchored VWAP is the anchor of everything that happened in here. So that's the volume weighted average price of that climb that we had higher earlier in the session. Shows us that really the lion's share of the volume happened right at the orange line. And that corresponds to what's going on over here. We can see that that's where the volume by price threshold for this level really is in effect. It really starts there. So that should wind up being support. I'm going to look for a dip down below to the anchored VWAP, to the orange line, and then a pull back up into the line for a long side trade with the target 409.75. So about $1 per share on that one. Tesla, I'm looking 218. 269 up to 220.99. This one's going to have to dip, or we're going to see maybe we'll develop a new range up in these highs, and that would give us a 220.99 up to about a 222 threshold for the long side trade. So we've got lots of long opportunities, one short opportunity, and I think that all in all, that represents sort of the best of what's on the table right now. We just talked about these in the room, and I am going to come back in there and work through these with all of you. I hope you're having a great trading day, and I'll see everyone right here tomorrow.